breaking the washing machine is symbolic of not just them, breaking something she spent hours working on, but them really trying to break her spirit and kind of trying to kind of push her and mold her into a more acceptable version of herself. I think that happens a lot with women and a lot with young girls, where it's like, oh, that's nice, but why don't we just kind of push you this way a little bit? And like,
why don't you do what's expected or traditional?
Yeah, we prefer this aspect of your personality. Let's cultivate that area or that sort of thing that you're good at, and let's just kind of like push that side a little bit. I think the other thing that was really important for me about that movement was men understanding that it was also not just them helping their sisters or their friends, but kind of in a way helping or saving themselves in order to make themselves more full and more human and more whole, and cherishing what we often consider to be feminine qualities, instead of kind of sweeping them under a rug or trying to pretend that they don't exist, or just generally devaluing them. What I would really love to focus on is there's a lot of missing data in that we have about women and girls, and there's a lot of these gaps that I'd love to try and fill and get some more information on, because when you can show the data on something, it makes something visible, and it's very difficult to treat a problem that you preferential treatment of the feminine over the masculine, because it has the feminine in the word. And I think that's a real oversight and a misunderstanding.
Rather than just basic fairness.
Rather than just gender equality across the board. This isn't girls are better than boys, boys are better than girls. This is just everyone deserves a fair chance at whatever it is. I think also because a lot of prejudice and certainly misogyny is so normalized, it's like it's right under people's noses. So when you raise it, there's kind of like we've dealt with that. Women got the vote ages ago, like this isn't a thing. And then when you start to kind of unravel it for people, they go, oh, I didn't think about that, or I didn't think about this. And if I were to say I was a feminist, it would be a personal attack on you as a man, as opposed to a patriarchal system, or something much larger than an individual person. I think also men think that they can't be feminists. That's a big misunderstanding. Some of the best feminists I know are men. Not masculine if you're feminist, that only women can be feminists, because it's about, again, it comes back down to that misunderstanding of,
to the word, his feminine, so I can't be.
Yeah, so I can't touch that. I like to joke about the man box, which is like, you can only be a man if you fulfill these certain qualities and you stay within this square of like, you're in your man box and you're safe in the man box. And something for some men about going near feminism is a step out of the man box.
Because they know it's just so fragile. It's just
going
to fall apart.
I know, it's going to fall apart.
They need to hold that box
identity
together.
Structure, definitely. And I really sense that. And also, no one likes to feel that there's blame attached to that word. It's a shame, because I feel like we need to live in a culture that values and respects and looks up to and idolizes women as much as men. So I think that's starting to slowly change, but it is something that I feel like it does actively need to be addressed. Because there are fewer role models, because we see fewer women doing it, I think fewer women are able to see themselves doing it, have the confidence to see that they could do it, think they can do it. So it's partly internal, and then I think it's also external. There's just a blanket level of prejudice about women's capacities in that role, and just a lack of confidence of just like, I'm going to give you that check for X million dollars to go and make this movie. There's a gap there that doesn't seem to be able to be bridged. I don't know if it's a trust, I don't know what it is. Up new neural pathways in people's minds. You need to expand people's vision. You need to get people out of comfortable habits and patterns in order to see new possibilities.